Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday to you. Happy Sunday. I'm getting it wrong already.
Yeah.
Timeline's all that whack.
I know. I'll tell you what, who was it I was having a conversation with yesterday who thought it was Sunday and it was Friday. So there's a lot of that going on at the moment.
I've heard so many people say that. Anyway, off topic. Happy Saturday, everyone. Morning.
Happy Saturday.
Tim and I have just been chatting about our workshop on Tuesday night for the solstice. And we just thought we'd pop out a quick video just to kind of talk a little bit more about what we're actually going to be doing on the night, really. So we're kind of, the way that we're seeing this is we've got a window of opportunity opening up with the solstice that's going to run between now and the Lion's Gate. If you've been following Tim for a while, you've heard him talking a lot about the storm layer. And it's been running in place for, is it 2 years now?
It began in August 2019 or Lionsgate 2019. So Merlin and the Intergalactic Council began the activation of the storm layer when the sun technically moved into Leo in July 2019, but it didn't become kind of active as in energetically perceivable until the energy of August started building. And then I had a couple of days where I just could not focus. I was spinning, very, very ungrounded. And I had a conversation with Merlin on the way up to Diana Cooper's to run a Zoom. And he said, you need to get your head out of the storm layer. And I was like, what are you talking about? What's the storm layer and why is my head in it, sort of thing? And he said, this particular, it's a fourth dimensional cocoon of energy around the planet that moves in a cyclonic action, which is designed specifically to draw in lower frequencies and alchemize them into a higher light. I was like, great, okay. And he said, if you're vibrating at the same kind of frequency that storm layer is clearing at, you're going to feel like you're in a washing machine. So immediately it was my cue to raise my vibration. And then obviously it begged the question, why are you setting up a storm layer and why is it going to be running for 3 years? What's going to be happening? And he said, there's going to be the most incredible amount of energy or density released from the astral planes, from the land, from the whole process that we're going to be going through over the next 3 years. And that was my first indication of what was going to come at the beginning of 2020. Now, incredibly, we're now moving to the 3 year mark from that conversation. And so much has happened, so much. So here we are.
Absolutely. On a personal level, the density that individuals have dropped, partly through the pandemic we've seen and everything like that, was the driving force for personal release to get it up into this storm layer so that it can be cleared and we can move forward. So we're actually in the final period now, coming up to the Lion's Gate in August, where it's going to be shut down, decommissioned. So what we want to do is clear as much density as we possibly can from this planet, get it into the storm layer and get it gone whilst we've still got the opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. And it's, for those of you that attended my workshop the other night, there was the beginning of the operation or what they're calling it, General Operation Fear Release, which is kind of being led by Archangel Michael, who, as we all know, is very, very good at doing this kind of thing. He doesn't mess around. He's like, comes across to light workers and for those that are connected with him as a personal friend. But when it comes to doing the job that he does as an archangel, there is no messing about. So this entire fear release is designed to actually move into the aspects of the lower astral that have been previously undisturbed. We've got the surfaces, we've got the first few layers, but we're talking about the density, the stuff that hasn't been seen yet, the areas where the light hasn't shone. And so David and I are going to be using this opportunity to really start assisting with this clearing. It is going to be a powerful night on an individual and a earth/collective level. We've got a lot of work to do.
That's it. We're going to be really drilling into the 3D infrastructure, should we say, of our planet, the systems that govern pretty much every level of our day-to-day life. And we are going to be burning the 3D blueprint out of them so that we can create space to allow a higher frequency to come in and start to establish the new world that we're all here looking to create.
Absolutely. Or very good description or an analogy of it was unhooking the guy ropes. So there's, if you think, just to clarify, although we are unplugging and moving ourselves out of the 3D matrix, which is something we're doing automatically by raising our frequency upon the ascension process, that matrix will always be the matrix. It's not going to completely disappear because we're unhooking from it and going through our ascension process. But there are massive parts of it that have been supported by our energy. And there are also large parts of it that have been supported by our association and the structures that go within that matrix. We're moving what works from the 3D matrix and keeping it working at a higher frequency within the new structure, the golden structure, the fifth dimensional setup, the Atlantean community gold print that we are currently focusing on collectively with our manifestation. So while this all sounds technical and complicated, our job is simply to unhook, release, dissolve, let go, raise our frequency, stay positive, be above the vibration of polarity while we're doing it, so we don't get mixed up, we don't get involved. And the workshop that David and I are running is going to provide a big opportunity for us to just simply unhook these guy ropes and step out of that energy.
Absolutely. Well said, Tim.
Thank you.
Perfect. So spaces for the live event, if you want to join us on the night, are filling up fast. So grab one while you can. If you can't attend live, or if you're in a different time zone or something like that, we will be aiming to get the recording out within a couple of hours of finishing. So hopefully you should still be able to do it on the day. We'll pop all the details in the description of this video below. And we're really, really looking forward to seeing you there.
It's going to be a big night.
Yeah,
the solstices are always big, aren't they? And the funny part about the summer solstice, and we've had this conversation, I think probably for 3 years running now, David. You know, like suddenly you got the solstice and then it's the Lion's Gate. So this period between the solstice and the Lion's Gate is probably the most important as far as clearing and personal work goes. So as well as having this to deal with, we're also going to be looking at potentially the opposition that comes in from us doing this work and how important it is to just keep our vibrations above that level of energy so that we just simply breeze through this period.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing some of you soon.
See you Tuesday night. Lots of love.
And you all lots of love. Bye.